their parents were cousins. Here's what's coming up on the Nice Guys on Business.
Even movies. Nobody watches DVDs anymore. You just buy it. You just download the movie, right? You just stream it on Netflix. Epic fail. Epic fail.
So, you're probably thinking, whose balls did Doug and Strickland have to fondle to get their own podcast? Well, I can't tell you his name, but it rhymes with Jim Harris. Need an education on how to grow your business? The Nice Guys are here to help. Learn about great customer service, networking, and how just being nice can help you prosper. Now, here are your hosts, Doug Sandler and Strickland Bonner.
Welcome back, Funkin' fans.
Wow, you got right into it.
Yeah, well, my name is Strickland Bonner. On the other side of the microphone, Mr. Rogers, apparently. That is Doug's pseudonym today on Zencastr.
Wow.
Which brings up the very first topic that I'm going to steal. I'm going to have to pull it right off the wheel.
Wow, holy
It's
cow.
going to be my bonus. I know, we're going to get it right away.
Wait, right into the top. Before you get into the topics, I just want to say that I'm now using Dunkin' Donuts iced coffee that just came out of the... I went to Giant and I saw this Dunkin' Donuts just hanging out there it's already pre-made and I hate it.
You hate it?
Yeah, I do. I gotta figure out, this doesn't taste at all like the Dunkin' coffee that I get at the store. Right. Did we get sponsored by Dunkin' Donuts today?
Not yet.
Not yet. So maybe if we ever want to, can you just take out the word I hate it and just replace love? wait, let me just say it again. Just give me a moment of dead air. Here we go. Love it. There we go. Much better.
Hey, this Dunkin' Donuts coffee, I love it. I don't know why I just saw it in the grocery store and I love it. Yeah, okay, that's good.
Perfect.
Right, yeah.
Perfect. No, all good. So okay, what about Mr. Rogers? What about Mr.
Okay,
Rogers?
So we've already gotten to two topics now, before we've even gotten seconds into the show. For those of you who have been listening, yesterday and today,
yep.
We have a new intro part.
We do?
And, Doug doesn't even know about it yet.
I don't. What is it?
Oh, shoot. I hope I have it. I just thought about this. I wonder if Steve O'Brien's going to have it to me in time for this week. Okay, apologies. No. You know what? I better not announce this yet because we may not have it. If we haven't done it yet, we're going to start it very soon. Okay. I'm putting together new open and close quotes for Steve O'Brien because I get bored with 150 that I have. Right?
Yeah,
I want to rotate them.
I saw you're reaching out to the Nice Guy community and it was amazing how many people actually responded.
And that's it. That was the catalyst for this. So I had a great idea that some of the openers, I'm going to do a handful of openers that, have you ever been to a Broadway show? Mm-hmm. And when they say, sometimes they'll say, the announcer will come on before the show and they'll say, your attention, please. Due to illness, the roles of Dorothy tonight will be played by Steve Johnson. We're sorry for the inconvenience, right?
This guy, big old burly guy with a mustache, comes out playing Dorothy.
Right, exactly. So I thought, hey, that would be kind of funny, right? Like, I'll do a handful for the Nice Guys. So I wrote up a couple. Due to illness, the roles of the Nice Guys on Business today will be played by Matt Damon and Ben Affleck.
Oh, that's good. That's good. That's
I thought I started with good, like, helping on the whole Jimmy Kimmel thing where at the end of every show, he's like, sorry, we ran out of time. We can't bring Matt Damon
Well,
on, right?
that's why we started the if you missed, sorry, we didn't have a chance to get to the 12 biggest worries that every entrepreneur has. We haven't done that in probably
about
6 months.
Years. We got to throw that one back in every once in a while.
So what were the...
and by the way, the other thing we haven't talked about, too optional. If you ever get an invite for a party and they ask, what would you like the dress code to be? Too optional.
Let me just say this. You are running at motherfucking warp speed right now.
I always, you mentioned that a month ago on an episode and I was like, isn't that how I am all the time?
If you just give me a moment when you pause, I might be able to insert a word or two there, which you're not even, I have to interrupt you every time right now.
Well, but I haven't gotten to finish yet. You keep bringing stuff up and I'm getting distracted. I want to say what we're going to do.
Okay. Let me just sit back. Let me get my Dunkin' fucking crap coffee here.
Let me get my Dunkin'. I love it. Coffee here.
They are. You know what? It's so bad that I can't even put it down. That
Really?
I don't know. Yeah, it's like
a car crash at NASCAR, right? You can't look away.
I can. I have to just keep trying it. Nice Guy community. If you have never tried this, you've got to see how crappy this actually is.
I'm dying to go try it now. What is it exactly you got? Can you take a picture of it? Maybe we'll make it our show.
Oh my
art
gosh!
For the
Yeah.
day.
No. Then somebody that representing Duncan will probably listen to the episode and like, what the fuck are these guys
and then
talking?
You know what? Then maybe they'll reach out to us and make it better, and then they'll be sponsors.
All right,
because they will appreciate that we are giving them straight, honest advice.
All right, I will go pull the half-filled bottle out of the trash can.
Okay, can I get back to the topic now?
Yeah, sorry. Let me let you go. Go ahead. Just keep running, Strick.
Okay,
God,
so I had a
damn.
handful of these that I thought up, and I thought, oh, these are pretty funny, right? And I thought, hey, you know what? Let's put it out to the community. So on Facebook, I said, okay, here we go, match game style, right? Like here, exactly. Here is the question. All right, now here is, well, wait a minute. Let me get back to the Nice Guys community. Wait a minute. The nice guy. I gotta find the post.
So
now. The Nice Guys
you have the
community.
music.
Hold on, I was on the wrong page on Facebook. I'm sorry.
I hope you have the music.
I was on the right. Oh yeah, wait a minute. Of course. Hold on.
Strick, come on! I can't believe you fucking don't have the drop.
Well, wait a minute. I didn't say I didn't have it. I just didn't think about it. Hold
Right,
on. It's a good
I'm
point. Why
telling
wouldn't
you.
I have thought about that?
If I could write you a note, you know what? We really
I
should
know,
start
right? No, you
taking
could
advantage
chat.
of the
You could put the
Zencastr.
chat in.
I don't even have that window open though.
Not my fault that you don't have the chat window open in Zencastr. You could open it, and it doesn't matter because I'm really not looking at it anymore.
I know, that's what I'm saying. There's got to
But
be.
I could pay attention to it.
You know, we
And
need
then-
a more sophisticated setup here. We really
Really?
we
You
have
think?
nothing. We have no way of communicating. Like, hey, try this or let's do that. I mean, normally.
Well, we have a way of doing it. We just don't use it.
Right, that's it.
I mean, that's really what it's all about.
I got it. All right, so you're going to ask.
You know, we're only 495 episodes or something in. We're still trying to figure this shit out.
Holy shit, this is amazing how fucked up this entire thing is. Totally. I don't even get it. I don't get how we can be this far into our run and not know what the fuck we are doing. And you know what? We sell this service to other people. How do we train? We have no idea what we're doing. How do we train that?
Oh my God.
It's fine. I'm sure none of our clients actually listen to our episodes.
I think this actually might be close to, hold on. I thought I had episode numbers in here. This might be close to episode 500.
It's not 500 though. I think 500 actually happens like the first week of December.
Really?
I want to say that it does.
I don't know that it's that far. Not December. Maybe the first week in November.
I mean, sorry, that's what I meant. November.
Yeah, it could be November.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway,
so the Facebook,
set it up. Yeah, I know.
We're gonna spend the entire episode on this one topic because we're gonna get so fucking distracted the whole time.
Yep.
All right. Hashtag Tank Tops Rock. Thank you, Randy.
Can't possibly be this bad. This coffee. I keep sipping it, thinking the next sip's got to be better than the last one.
Oh my God. Okay. Here was the post on Facebook.
Yeah.
It said, okay, Funkin' fans, I need your help. By the way, if you're not on the Facebook group, go to niceshortcut.com and you can sign up for free. It's a private group, but we will, if we are quite sure that you're a listener and not a robot, we're going to accept you in the group. So you should definitely go to niceshortcut.com or niceshortcut.com.
Speaking of which, Strick, look right now. There's somebody that I did not approve him yet, and I don't know if you've seen. Are you looking at the Facebook community right now?
I am, yeah.
Is there a waiting approval person in there?
I got to find it. I don't see add members, suggested members, description.
So I don't know.
Oh, requests. Adam Powell.
Yeah, so
he studies at North Shore Community College.
Look at how many groups Adam Powell is a part of. Does it tell you?
Adam Powell is followed by 300 people. Okay.
Okay, good.
Does it say how many groups he's in? How many groups does he follow? Look, there are guys that follow a lot of groups. I mean, I'm looking over
this was like crazy amount.
Well, how many is it? I don't see it.
It was something like 365 groups he was a part of it. I'm thinking, okay, here it is. So Adam, we appreciate you asking to join the group. 261 groups that he is a part of. And he lives in the North Pole, Alaska. Do you really think that this is a person?
Okay, hold on though. He lives in North Pole, Alaska. Do you know why he does that?
Why?
Because
why?
When you get ads on Facebook, are they targeted to you?
Yeah, sure.
Do you know why they're targeted to you? Because you've told Facebook where you live and how old you are, and if you're married. He doesn't want to get ads that basically target his geographic location. I understand that.
I don't know, Strick. I don't know.
Dude, I'm looking at his Facebook feed. Okay.
Let's look at the groups that he's a part of. He's a part of the United Russia Supporters of the World group, the Marxist anti. What the hell is he a part of? I'm not sure. I don't think I want to have him in our group. I'm afraid he's a part of the group called communism. I don't want this guy in our group. Do we have to have him in our group?
He's a part of a group called communism?
Yeah.
Okay. In theory and practice don't have a problem with communism. I've got more problem with white supremacy than I have with communism. I mean, I'm looking over his feed, okay?
Yeah.
He looks like a regular guy. I mean,
I don't know.
Look, he's a young guy, and there are people that like to follow a lot of people.
All right. So Adam,
a lot of groups.
Adam, we appreciate you being here, and we appreciate you being a real person. It does look like Adam is actually a real person. That is good. But Adam, could you maybe, you know what? Here's what we'll do. Adam, if you want to be a part of our group, just go ahead and call 4242 DJ Doug and state your case. Your case. You like that?
Enough.
State your case. If you
Adam,
really want to
let
be
us know that you're a real person. And look, Adam, I'm on your side, dude. All right. I trust you. I believe you. I'm looking through your Facebook feed. I hope you don't think I'm like a stalker and shit, but I think you're okay. But you got to convince Doug. So either call 4242 DJ or what if he just tweets out to you? Or is that not enough? You think he might be a robot if he tweets out to you?
No, he's probably not a robot if he just tweets out. I want to hear his voice. I want to hear the inflection. I want to hear what he's all about. I'm a little afraid. He's got I can't call it. He's part of this communist group, and it's frightening me a little bit. I'm not sure I want him that close to us.
Is your surname McCarthy? Like, really? Who gives a shit? Communism. Like I said, if somebody said to me, hey, I'm a communist, I'm going to be like, okay, not really. I don't necessarily agree with you. I think in theory, communism can work great. In practice, it's just not realistic. But if you said to me like, hey, I'm a member of the KKK, I'd be like, fuck you. Come on. I mean, look, to each his own. It's okay. But I'm with you. By the way, Funkin' fans, listeners, it's not this hard to get into the Facebook group. Usually, okay? Please go to niceshortcut.com.
There was a couple of,
and you will not have to get the 3rd degree for us usually, unless you're like a member of a communist group or something like that.
There was a couple of red flags that went up in my mind. Just a couple.
A couple of red flags. Right, exactly. Yeah,
there was a couple of red flags that went up. I mean, I'm not usually this discerning about who it comes into the group, as long as you're somebody that actually shows an active interest. I think it would be important that you listen to the show.
Well, by the way, Doug saying that he's usually not this discerning is a ridiculous understatement, because in 500, almost 500 episodes, we've never actually talked about and vetted any member of the community. We've always just let them in.
Very true. A couple of that 261 group thing that made it a little bit. It just kind of, that was my commie flag that went up there. Sorry.
Your commie flag. Oh my God, Paul, I apologize if you were offended by Doug
Adam,
and all his communist talk.
It's Adam.
Who knows? Maybe his communism link it's just kind of it's a tongue in cheek. It's a joke. I don't know. And by the way, if it's not, I'm okay with it. I don't really care. All right.
All right.
Like,
fine.
He's not like the Kim Jong-un head of the fan club or something, right?
Maybe the communism group is just is a gateway group to bigger groups like the KKK group. I mean, I don't know. I'm not saying communism is related to white supremacy, but I mean, it certainly is a different plan. I don't know. I'm not a believer in communism. I think I really want to. I'm a really
dude. You know what?
I'm not a believer through and through.
I'm not a believer in Apple, but I do this show with you every goddamn day anyway. All right?
All right. Why don't we get to the who we are instead of we're not.
I think we did that already. But I was trying to get to this first topic still. How far are we in? And we have not gotten to this goddamn topic to talk about.
I thought you were going to play the you're finding the drop for.
I'm setting it. It's set up. I got to set the joke up first.
Set it up. I'll be quiet.
Are you sure?
Nope. I'll take another sip of my coffee, not understanding how it could possibly be this bad.
Oh my God. So I post on the Facebook group, which again is usually not very hard to get into. Just click one shortcut, niceshortcut.com. And I posted, okay, Funkin' fans, I need your help. You get to not only contribute to the show, but you'll get a preview of new Steve O'Brien intros. This is kind of like Match Game, but all the best answers win. Mm-hmm. So here's the question I need you to complete. The question is, due to illness, the roles of the nice guys on business today will be played by blank and blank. All right. Our celebrities are thinking now. Whoa, it stopped.
Why'd you turn it off?
Oh, you know what? I made a loop of it. This wasn't my loop.
Jesus.
Yeah, okay. Never mind. That's all right. We got it. Oh, shit. I just killed it anyway. So we got
We suck.
Dude, we're still figuring this out. Come on, we're only 500 episodes in. I mean, really.
All right,
so
how many answers did we get?
And
many.
we got like, and this is after I come up with like 4 or 5 or 6 that I liked, right?
Right.
We got like 50 responses.
I know. I saw that. I was like, what the hell? That was pretty cool.
No, it's a lot of them from, Ryan Bowcross and Tim Hill and Randy. But that's okay because they're really good and they're really funny. So, Virginia jumped in, Muse Quiz. And Stacey Sherman, Terry Lancaster got a bunch of them. Thanks, Terry. Anna dropped one in. Lou Diamond even. Now this is great. Nicole Holland, Phil Gerbershak. I mean, everybody is jumping in and I need more. So here's the deal. I was going to have this be like a once in a while thing. I think it's got to be an everyday thing now. It's going to be in every episode, but to do every episode, I got to get a bunch of them.
Okay. So what you're telling me is that you're going to have, Steve O'Brien read that announcement at the beginning of every episode. Then we're going to do the beep, then you'll do your little highlight. Then we'll do the intro. And then we keep tacking shit onto the front of the episode.
Well, here's the thing. What I'm thinking is right now we say, here's what's coming up on the Nice Guys on Business, or Raised by Wolves. Here's what's coming up on the Nice Guys on Business, or it sounds like one run long. I'm going to replace that with due to illness.
Oh, I got you. So
I don't want to make the intro even longer. Okay.
All right,
but I'm going to do that due to illness instead, I think.
Okay. So this is good. So you're going to have him do like 50 of them is what you're saying. Okay.
Exactly.
Like, due to illness, the roles of Doug and Strickland are being played by Ren and Stimpy. Like that kind of thing.
Exactly.
Okay.
Because our Funkin' fans came up with so many good answers. Although they said Ren and Stimpy. I'm going to put that on here.
I was amazed at how many responses. We've gotten some really good responses. I mean, look how quickly our group has grown actually in the last couple of weeks. I mean, it's been we've gone up like 30 people in the last few weeks just because I don't know. I think the New Media Summit thing had a lot to do with our rapid growth over the last couple of weeks. Paul Morena obviously patient zero. He said it's okay to call him patient zero.
He did. No, you're right. He said it's okay to call him patient zero. By the way, before we jump off of this topic, the
jump
post
off of
is
the
still
topic
up there.
we're jumping
I
off
want
of.
more. I need more of these. So find the post from October 19th.
Where? Let me find it.
It's on October 19th, and I need more responses. Everything that I've gotten so far has been kind of amazing, and I love them all, but I want more because, I get bored and I want to rotate them. And we do 5 episodes a week,
Okay,
so we got 260 episodes a year. So I want to rotate these. Yeah.
We have a couple of new team members that we haven't even talked about yet. We didn't talk about Houston. We haven't spoken about Christopher Morales. We haven't done that either. Can you put that in the notes? I really want to talk about these guys. They're so amazing.
Well, I'm adding adding new posts right now that people have posted, so I can make sure and send them to Steve O'Brien.
So we actually have gotten 35 comments. Some comments have multiple names attached to them.
Right?
Like, oh my God. Due to illness, the roles of Doug and Strickland are now being played by Hootie and the Blowfish.
Right? I mean, such great answers on some of these. Really?
Oh, God.
By Jay and Silent Bob. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, my gosh. These are really good answers.
And the other ones I want to find that I like, now, we've gotten a lot of great pairings, right? Mm-hmm. Like Paul Stanley and Gene Simmons, right? From Kiss. That's funny. Thing 1 and Thing 2. That was Anna's. I love that, right? But now I want to get some oddball pairings.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay.
Like ones that don't fit together, which I think would be even funnier because we got a lot of great ones.
Like Molly Ringwald and Donald Trump, like that kind of thing?
Yeah, exactly. Something like that. Okay, now I'm done with the topic. Now you can continue. We need to go into our new people?
Yeah. I mean, we can. We haven't spun the wheel yet. We haven't done a quick read. We haven't done anything. Why don't we spin the wheel and then pick one of those off the topics that we have? Can we do that?
Yeah.
Would that be acceptable to you?
Yeah, I suppose. But we might not get to the new people then. That's the only thing I'm worried about, because I know you really wanted to get to the new people, and
Strick.
It may not come up on the topic wheel. And,
Seriously, Strickland? He's seriously saying that you're only going to read the one that comes up? You can't just kind of fudge it a little bit?
Oh, I see. You might want me to nudge it a little bit since nobody's really watching, right?
Watch what happens. It's not going to come up. Watch. Oh, no. What came up?
Oh, shit. There was a space. I'm sorry. There was a little space in between and it hit the space. Hold on. I gotta do it again. Sorry.
So if that were to happen and you're at the roulette wheel in Vegas, there's no space. There's no space.
No, it doesn't work that way. There's no space on there.
Gosh.
Okay, it came up on Speaker Magazine. Included is a CD-ROM. What the fuck? Seriously?
I get every month I get a copy, and I'm holding this month's copy in my hand right now. Mm-hmm. Speaker, The Art and Business of Professional Speaking. Okay. And in it, it's a really nice publication, and in it every month they put this disc, Voices of Experience. Wow. And then they have, I think it's 11 tracks. Okay. And I don't actually know what this is. This is I believe it's a CD, but you know what? I have nowhere to put a CD anymore. I don't have anywhere to put a fucking CD.
Now, this is a physical magazine, right?
It's a physical magazine, which, that's a little bit past where we are now, technology-wise, but it's okay.
I'm okay with that. Yeah.
Agreed. I'm nowhere in my house do I have the ability to put a CD. I don't know if am I part of the technology curve on the advanced side, or
when you are a magazine and you actually have the word business in the title, like we are trying to help and promote people and their business.
Yeah. And
in 2017, you're sending out a CD-ROM. That is an epic fail. Epic fucking fail. That's basically like, hey, reach out to us, send us a letter. Okay, here's our address. Send us a letter and we'll post it.
Let me tell you what it's very much like. It's like calling the state because for some reason they didn't see what my taxes that I sent in the month of April. They can't find them, so they sent me a bill for taxes plus penalty and interest and all that other stuff. Yeah. And I said, I sent it. Here is a copy. Where can I email you a copy of my bank statement? Here is the electronic form confirmation that I got directly back from the state. They're like, can you just fax it to us? Here is our number. I'm like, no, I can't fucking fax it. I don't have a fucking fax machine. What the hell am I going to do? Fax you something? No, I'm not going to fax it to you.
But you know what's
funny?
Why
is it upon me to find something that you've confirmed that you have?
But I expect that from the state. I just don't expect it from a professional magazine and a professional business that is trying to promote other people's speaker businesses.
Yeah, I don't get it. I really should have
It doesn't surprise me from the MVA or the state.
Okay, so the MVA and the state don't surprise you, but getting this from the National Speakers Association does, as it does surprise me too. I welcome the opportunity to speak to somebody that is on the board of directors at NSA and express my level of surprise that they are still using, at least to send me a thumb drive. I mean, something. Send me something that's at least a little bit sexy, but you send me something that looks like, Jesus, it's like a Frisbee across my room right now.
No, most computers sold nowadays do not have CD-ROM. Nobody's using fucking CD-ROM. I mean, forget just CD-ROM, right? Like even movies. Nobody watches DVDs anymore. You just buy it. You just download the movie, right? You just stream it on Netflix. Epic fail. Epic fail.
Well, it is presented by a partner of NSA. So the issue is that the partner of NSA, very much like Kodak,
right?
is the partner is a CD-ROM company or a CD company. So they just haven't noticed that things are changing now, technology-wise.
Did you know, Doug? Did you know this may be news to you?
Huh?
Jeffrey Hazlett used to be the CMO of Kodak. Did you know that?
I do know that.
You did.
Of course I know.
How did you know that? It's an obscure.
Wait, why are you saying it like that?
I'm just being sarcastic. For any of you
Actually,
who have listened to the
I have
All Business podcast, I really should be nicer because Jeffrey's a good guy. He does really good interviews. Okay. He has a show called All Business that we actually produce. I may need to cut this out because it is kind of rude, but like every other episode, he mentions that he used to be the CMO of Kodak.
Yeah, but look, I guess, the failure of Kodak to change with the times should not be directly attacked. I mean, there's been plenty of failures in life that have turned out to be amazing successes. I mean, there's been a multitude of failures for Steve Jobs in his life. I mean, Jeffrey Hazlett's failure at Kodak, I don't hold that against him. I look at the amazing job that he has done being a connector and an influencer in the social media world and in the world of networking and building his C-suite network. I consider that a tremendous success. I don't know if it. I don't know the background or the numbers or where it actually stands, but are you always connected to your failure?
Oh, well, dude,
I guess that's what I would say.
I certainly wasn't presenting it as, hey, Jeffrey failed because Kodak failed. He didn't fail because Kodak failed. I mean, to get to be the CMO of a company that size, I mean, God, that's amazing. And it's an incredible feat. So I wasn't putting him down for that. It was the fact that I was making the joke of like, hey, did you know that? That'd be kind of like me saying, hey, did you know that the president is not really happy that football players are kneeling for the national anthem? Did you know that? Like, who fucking doesn't know that was the joke?
It
was not a very good joke, apparently.
No, it wasn't a good joke, but that's okay. Most of our jokes aren't really
not that good anyway.
I had an interview with Marcus Damas, who is and we'll talk about this a little bit later on if it comes up in the wheel, but he was a pro ball player, and he talks about the controversy between kneeling or standing for the anthem. So
really?
It's very, very cool. I asked him some pretty interesting questions just about that whole philosophy from a pro ball player's perspective.
I'm looking at the calendar. You've got him amazing. At end of November.
I know.
No. Could we move it up? I mean, seriously, it's kind of, I mean, I'm guessing if you talk about that, which I can't wait to hear, I think it's going to be really interesting to hear his thoughts on it. I just don't know how relevant it'll be a month from now. It may not be at all.
It's okay with me. You can put it wherever you want to.
Right.
I mean, that's not the entire conversation. But
the fact that you bring it up at all, I think is very interesting and topical now, and I'm very curious to hear it from a perspective of a former football player. I mean, he was like an NFL player.
Put him on. No, he was a basketball player. He was a Towson College championship player, and then he moved to like the league, an overseas league, and you'll see. The connection between pro ball celebrity status and the big brands is what he's all about. He's a connection maker, and he's done some pretty cool stuff. He's friends with like 2 Chainz and with Young Jeezy, and there's actually some pretty cool stuff that's coming up in our future that are going to be. He wants to put me in a room with like 7 or 8 of these pro ball players and rap stars, and I'm thinking, so I'm going to be the old white Jewish guy.
That's okay.
In the room with 7 really cool, urban, hip, chic guys, right?
That's how we roll. I would love that. That'd be so cool.
Very rarely get out of my pajamas, and we talk about that a lot on the show. We've been texting back and forth over the last couple of days since I did the interview. We can put that. We can move that interview up if you want. I'll just you look at the schedule and you see where it fits. Yes, Monday. That's fine. Just put it on Monday.
No, all good. No problem. Okay.
All right, I forget where we were heading, but let's just keep rolling. You want to spin the wheel
topic.
again?
Yeah, we exhausted that topic. That was no big
I'm pretty sure we did.
Okay, all
good. Do it. I gotta taste this coffee again. This sucks. I cannot believe it is this bad.
Doug, there's only so many places I'm going to be able to drop in. Love it. In the show.
That's true.
God, I got to taste this coffee again. I love it. No, it's not going to work. It's not going to work.
Well, so far I feel like the outreach to big brands to make changes have been awfully appropriate. Maybe there's even a topic on the wheel that's something like that, but they seem to be hearing my voice, which is very interesting.
Oh, really? Well, because this one landed on the new people, the topic you just asked me to add, like the new parts of our team, specifically Christopher Morales. I don't know who else is on the team that we're adding other than Randy that we've talked about quite a bit. Anybody else other than Christopher that you're thinking
Christopher
of?
and Houston.
Oh my gosh, in Houston. Wait a minute.
Yeah, man. There's a lot of good stuff happening.
Hold on.
Not the same person, Strickland. They're 2 different people.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm just realizing. Like Houston, he's just back from. I'm so excited to get Houston going. But what is Christopher going to be doing?
Christopher was a connection through Lou Diamond up at Cornell University. He is a guy that he's actually new on the nice guys community, but he's like a social media intern. He's going to be like revamping our entire social media presence. I mean, he really does have some great ideas. I was looking at he like did an analysis. I mean, it was so official.
Dude,
everything that he did.
Cornell. Dude, I went to Towson, and I was lucky to get like a 2.0 GPA. This guy's from freaking Cornell.
I know. Proving once again that the C students have to lead the A students in the smarty pot. we get by with a lot more street smarts than yeah.
Houston is going to be our systems guy.
I
am so excited about working with Houston. You know, one of the topics that I just tacked on here that I'm just going to. I'll take it off of the wheel because I just want to tack on a little bit.
Yeah.
I get excited about systems, right? Like we're honing our turnkey system. We have actually 11 clients now, right? So we've got a lot of balls in the air, so to speak. We've got some clients that are actually posting, like 5 Minute Podcast, Karen Briscoe, and we have others that are in process. And you know, it's
like Vagina Talks,
right? Exactly.
And our newest one, Naked Truth. We have some really cool ones. You don't even know about Naked Truth. I haven't even shared that with you yet.
Yeah, I'm totally excited about it.
Good shit coming, man. Good shit coming.
So Houston is a technical product manager for a travel agency franchise corporate office, right? So he is all about the systems. And I love, you know, what's funny? I love coming up with systems, but you know what I love even more? I love when other people look at it and go, okay, this is good, but what if we change this and that and the other? Because I am totally not an ego-driven guy where it's like my system is the best. I am like, you know what? I want to point this in the right direction, and I want input from everybody to make it the best that it can be. I am so excited to talk to Houston about how we can improve the systems that we've set up, or maybe even throw some of them out and start over again. And it's going to be really cool. So tell me about what Christopher is doing, because I saw his info on the Facebook page. Did you see Dan Rice's post?
No. What was Dan? I haven't seen Dan's post.
Number 4 that Christopher Morales wrote on here on the Nice Guys page. It says, I love soccer, right? Like he loves soccer, right? And so
wait, this is Dan saying this to
no,
Christopher.
Christopher saying this to the
I got it.
The community, right?
Mm-hmm,
and Dan Rice said, you had me saying, yup, all good, excellent. Then you said soccer. And of course I needed to clarify with Dan that I'm guessing that that Dan doesn't dislike soccer. You know, Dan's from the UK.
Right.
He just dislikes calling it soccer because it's football.
I got you. Yeah, I got it.
Yeah.
So Christopher does this whole, so what I did last week when I connected with him, you know, it's not that I'm not a good manager of people, but I deal more on the relationship side of things, and you're definitely more of the system side of things. So I said to Christopher, I'm like, I don't necessarily have directions, like a direction that I want you to go, but can you just kind of take a look at what we have? Here's my social media presence. Here's my profile. Just check it out. Check out our websites. Give me an analysis of where you think that we should go from a social media perspective. So, I mean, that was about a week ago. So I had Anna reach out to him, and he sends a report. I mean, he fucking sends a report.
I didn't get a copy of that. I want to see it.
I'm just reading it now for the first time. I'm like, look at his report. What's so great about this report is that he actually gives us a current status of our report, shares the objectives that we have as a part of the report, makes suggestions based upon the things that we have, and then asks questions based upon the objectives that we feel like we have in place right now. I mean, I was just trying to figure out where I was getting laid when I was in college, and this guy's got like this whole thing going on here. I'm like, fucking A, this is exactly what we need as a part of this. And he is not, I don't want to say just an intern, but this is his starting place. I'm like, where exactly, where do I get coffee? That would be the question that I would say as an intern. He's got writing reports and giving an analysis and making determinations for where a company should go. That's fucking awesome for somebody that's in college.
Dude, we can't afford this guy. What the hell? I mean, and you know, I'm looking at his Facebook feed right now. Started school at Cornell University, August 18th. He's a freaking freshman. Like, he is not only like doing all this shit for us, but he's got to be overwhelmed. His goddamn first year of college, his first semester, and he's doing this shit for us. I love that.
I think that they really promote getting involved as quickly as possible. And because it's an internship and because this is the premise by which I set up this position, we don't have money to pay. We don't, Strick. We are really looking for somebody that can prove their value. I mean, just like Anna did. I mean, Anna did that. She would work with us for how long before she made a cent? And not because we were holding back. Yeah, we weren't making any money at that point.
True.
So somebody like Christopher, it's like, okay, prove your value to us. Yeah, and the way that Houston approached it with me, which was amazing, was let me prove my value to you. The money will come. I want to be a part of an organization that is growing. And, he wants to be in on the ground floor. And that's exactly where our, turnkey started about 90 days ago. And I don't want to jump through too many hoops too quickly and go into the deficit columns so quickly. So, okay, let's grow our systems and let these guys prove their value to us, both Christopher and Houston, as Anna and Mar have both done. Obviously, Anna and Mar have gone way, way above and beyond proving their value. And Christopher and Houston are like the next teammates to come on board and help us make this brand even bigger and better. I mean, it's amazing to me what's going on.
I'm kind of amazed too, Christopher. If you're listening, I hope you're a listener now.
Yeah.
Dude, we appreciate it. I am so excited. I got to see that. You're going to send me the
let me forward.
Report.
I'll forward it to you.
I'm dying to see it. I'm very curious to what he has to say because, as you know, I have always had some thoughts on your social media presence. And, I talked to you about it a little bit, but I don't know social media, right? Like, I think you throw it on a little thick sometimes, not with the number of posts that you do, but like with the ones that repeat. But you know what? I am not a guy that can speak of that because I really don't know. So I'm curious what somebody else says.
I'm not disputing that I am throwing it on thick or maybe a little bit overbearing with my social media presence, but I can tell you that everything that I've done is completely self-schooled. There has been no instruction, and maybe that's obvious when somebody looks at my feed, but I can tell you that it has built our network to where we are. And I'm not just saying numbers-wise, I'm saying quality-wise. The engagement factor for me has been everything in getting our business going. And I think that we could have done it other ways, but this is the way that I did it. And if Christopher comes in as a maybe more of an expert in social media because he was born with a smartphone in his fucking hands, probably. How old is he? 18, 19 years old?
Well, he actually did go to Ithaca College before he went to Cornell. So he's probably 19, 20 maybe. Yeah.
Okay, great. Well, young. Christopher, come on board, show the old man how it's done. I'm welcoming you to share, and I'm okay with having my entire system torn apart if I think that if we all can agree that tearing it apart is for the better. Like Strickland said, I'm not married to my system. It's just the system that we've created and seems to be working. But if there is a better path and a better system to be put in place, Christopher and Houston, bring it the fuck on. I will be happy to take it.
So is it okay if we get into a little bit of like business advice here?
We didn't just do that?
Yeah, I guess we did. I want to get into a little bit more. So Robert Sherman, who is the owner of the band Onyx, my band Black Tie was put together by him. And the whole premise of Forced Entertainment putting bands together was Robert was going to create bands from scratch, teach them how to run a wedding before, they even run their first wedding. Right. And it's a great business plan, right? So 5-10 years into it, right, we would do things. And obviously at 10 years into it, I have played 500 weddings and I know what I'm doing, right? Robert, whenever we would have discussions about how to change something or how to make something better, his answer always was, dude, I've been doing it for 20 years. Okay. I know what I'm doing. You got to trust me on this.
Right.
And I hear you say, hey, this is how we got here. And I totally appreciate it and agree with you, by the way. I 100% agree that the way we got here is through networking. But as soon as you say, look, this got us here, so this is the right way to do it. And this isn't you specifically. I'm talking about anybody running a business,
I got you.
Right? As soon as you say, dude, this got me here, this is the right way to do it, and you're not open to improving on that, that's the mistake. Because the way you did it is great, but it doesn't necessarily mean it's the best way. It means it could be tweaked and it could be changed. Yep. It could be always improved upon. And even if you are the absolute very best in your field, it doesn't mean that you're doing everything exactly the best way you should. So you always need to examine those things.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying. I agree. Hopefully I have not put myself in a position where I have ever put up a roadblock for somebody that, I mean, I'm going to give some pushback if I feel like the way that I'm doing it is right, even if it's old school. But certainly I'm very open to seeing more effective, more efficient ways. Listen, Strick, I reinvented my career at, I can't say the age, but I reinvented my career 6 years ago, 5 years ago, something like that. It was all about change. Change management for me, it's been my way of life. I'm completely open to new ways of doing things. So enough said about that.
Is change, and in business, you got to realize that. And if you don't, you're just going to fail. So, Christopher, we're excited. I can't wait to see this report that you put together for you and what he's going to do for us in the future. And Houston, I'm so excited to get started working with you. We really need to wrap the episode up and
okay. All right. So let's just tease what we're going to talk about on Thursday. We're going to have a Panera update for you on Thursday to let you know where Panera stands now with their bathrooms. Mm-hmm. We're going to also talk about Chatbox. We're going to talk about some really cool things with Tim Fargo. Tomorrow's interview is with Jackie the Joke Man. You don't want to miss that. Friday's interview. Holy shit. We got Siri on the Show Me segment, Show Me More with Randy Jones. So don't miss that either. And that's it. So why don't we head out of here? Why don't you? Oh, and Thursday we're also going to talk about it might be getting old, so we got to do it quickly. Harvey Weinstein's fall from grace. I'm looking forward to bashing this motherfucker as much as I possibly can. Oh my God, that'll be on Thursday's episode.
All right, Steve O'Brien, why don't you go ahead and take us out of here?
For the nice guys on business, I'm Steve O'Brien. Fill up your week with the nice guys. Why am I reading this copy? This sucks. Oh yeah, they're paying me. Act like you care. Act like you care.